For the formula, S is equal to the square root of W minus 10E all over M. Determine the value of S when W is equal to 450, E is equal to 13, and M is equal to 5. Okay, so let's substitute based on the information that we have. W is equal to 450, so wherever we see W, we're going to put 450. E is equal to 13, so wherever we see E, we're going to put 13. And M is equal to 5, so wherever we see M, we're going to put 5. So let's substitute. So we have 450 in place of W, we have 13 in place of E, and we have 5 in place of M. And so let's evaluate this particular numerical expression. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to say 10 times 13, and 10 times 13 is 130. So we have 450 minus 130. Next, we say 450 minus 130, and that gives us 320. And then we say 320 divided by 5, and 320 divided by 5 is 64. So we have the square root of 64. So x is equal to the square root of 64, and the square root of 64 is 8. So that means that s is equal to 8. Next, it says here, for the formula, s is equal to the square root of w minus 10e all over m. Make e the subject of the formula. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we have to try and get rid of the square root sign. And in order to do that, we're going to square both sides of this equation. So we have s squared, and we have this entire quantity raised to the power of 2. And the reason why we do that is because that gives us the permission or the opportunity to cancel this square root with this power. And so that means that we are left with s squared is equal to w minus 10e all over m. So we got rid of the square root sign. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to take s squared and put it over 1 so that we could be able to cross multiply. So this multiplies with this. So m multiplies with s squared, and 1 multiplies with this quantity. So what is m times s squared? Well, m times s squared is ms squared, and 1 times w minus 10e is what we have here. Now 1 times w minus 10e is simply w minus 10e. And so what we have is m times s squared is equal to w minus 10e. Remember, our goal is to make e the subject of this equation. So we're going to take w and send it over the equal sign. And so we are left with m s squared minus w is equal to negative 10e. Remember, we want to make sure that e is by itself and everything else is on the other side. So we have to get rid of this negative 10. And so we divide both sides of this equation by negative 10. And that means that this cancels out with this. And so we have that e is equal to m s squared minus w all over negative 10. And so that's what e is. E is equal to ms squared minus w all over negative 10. Now we're going to switch this equation. So we have that e is equal to ms squared minus w all over negative 10. And this is the answer. This is our final answer to this question.